we doing today, YouTube? Steve here. Oh, it is Friday morning at the 10th. I believe it is the 10th today, March 10th. So, just finishing up for the week. Ran 4 this week. It's been a pretty good week, really, I guess. Actually, it hasn't been all that good a week, but not a bad week either. But yeah, it's been okay. They got 4 in. Could have possibly done 5, but if I'd have done 5, I wouldn't have got home tonight because of my earlier in the week. Earlier this week, I had to do 2 Mount Vernons, and the one day I had 669 miles, and the next day I had 595 miles. I was right after it, but when I did that, it really backed my week up. So when I had that, well, and to make matters worse, the second day, Tuesday, the Mount Vernon on Tuesday, the appointment time wasn't until 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was really pretty catastrophic in terms of trying to get the rest of the week to work out where I could get a Friday in. So it was just not so good, but it happens that way sometimes. I said, Walter, he had me one for Friday, but it was coming out of south of Evansville, southwest a little bit. So my week was already backed up all week, so it just wasn't. And then he had maybe another different one for me, but they didn't. They weren't going to have it loaded. They wanted to load it on Saturday, and so I wasn't going to be ready. But anyway, long story short, so it wasn't a very good week on that front. It was okay, but not the best. Then they cut my rate coming back. Oh, no, not my rate coming back. My rate going south. My reliable lane, they cut that rate. That's a Schneider load. They cut that load. The frustrating thing is I asked the shipper or the receiver, I said, did you guys cut your rate on this load? And he said, no, we got a contract on that until fall. So it was just Schneider that just cut it. It wasn't, because I told him, I said, I wouldn't be too upset if you guys cut the rate. Because, you got to cut costs where you can. Their costs are all up as well. And but it wasn't them. It was just Schneider wanting a little bit more of it. And when I did the math, Schneider's making a pile off of this because he told me what they were paying, and I know what Schneider's paying us, and the spread is over 30% that Schneider's keeping. Not quite 30%. That's what Schneider's keeping from this load for brokering it, which is a bit excessive. But anyway, it does help the decision. I told Walter, it does help make my decision in terms of going and running under my own numbers, because now the math works even more in that favor of running under my own numbers. So we are definitely moving on that trail, and that's one of the other reasons I wasn't too upset about being off today. Although I'm not really off, I guess, yet, because I stayed in the yard last night and then drove down here to where I parked my truck. I did not bring my truck home this weekend, but anyway, the good thing about being off today was I need to do a little bit more work on getting my authority going. I need to do a video on just that and how that process is working. I got to get a paper turned in to get my quote from the Northwind Canal quote. Otherwise, if I don't have, by next week I'll know which one I'm going to use. And then hopefully, today's the 10th. Yeah, by the end of the month, I should be rolling. By the end of I have to have an audit, a safety audit from the state police. So it kind of depends how long it takes for them to do that, on how long it'll be before I have my own numbers rolling. But I was going to wait till after my eye surgery, but I'll probably start I'm thinking about the 1st of April. Probably start about right in that time frame somewhere. But anyway, I need to do a separate video on just that. Where's my 5 minutes here? I just want to do a little quick video today, but the truck's running good. Other than I need to get my mirror fixed. I didn't break it. The cover blew off the back of the mirror. I need to get that fixed, and then I need my ABS lights not wanting to work, which wouldn't work all the time. So that I need to get that fixed. Mostly because if it's not fixed, my cruise doesn't work. And cruise is a nice option because it keeps you from driving too fast and getting tickets. And I did buy a meter to read my codes. So the boys that are going to fix it, their meter didn't want to fit it for some reason. It didn't want to work, or I don't know what the issue was. Anyway, long story short, I got my own meter now. So if I break down on the side of the road, hopefully I can clear the codes to not have to call a wrecker if I derate, which hopefully I never will. I'm thinking I might change the what do they call them? The def sensors in the exhaust, knock sensors, is that what they call them? I might change those. Then I won't have to worry about them, because when I put my meter on it, one of those said high, severely high, something. It kind of tripped a code. So I'd rather change those on my terms than on the road. So, and I don't think it'll cost. That'd be probably $1,500 to change them, but then I won't. Then I'll know they're new. And this truck's got 500,000 miles on it now, so, and it's not due for an oil change. So if I get that done anyway, or do it myself. But anyway, yeah. So this week was a pretty good week. Other than they cut the rates and the lane didn't work quite so well. The Ford part worked okay. It's just the appointment times were just not good. I don't blame Walter for that. He just kind of got to work with what they give him. So anyway, well, that's about it for today, I think. I just wanted to give a quick update on the happenings, and that's what's happening. So I'm going to go to the insurance company, get that paperwork turned in. So hopefully he can get me that quote first part of the week, and we'll know where we are on that. Otherwise, I'll be going with Elida, who gave me a very fair price. I need to do a video on that, just separate on that, but I'll do that maybe tonight. I'll do a video on that. But all right, everybody, God bless. Talk in soon.